What's going on, guys? We're trying out the new Age of Sigmar. Did one game, 1 versus 1 versus 1. I was playing my ogres, going up against some high elves and some orcs and goblins. We tried wounds to begin with, tried to balance that out. Come to the conclusion that wounds just doesn't work because my ogres can do, one model can do a potential 9 wounds, which is pretty strong. It dropped your big spider, didn't it? Yeah, your arachnok, which you weren't too amused about. So I've got another mate come over now. I've got my mate Gary sitting down there. Where are you? Say hello, Gary.
Hello, Gary.
Hello, Gary. So they're going to do 2 versus 2. He's busting out Lamb's dwarves. Lamb's over there. Say hi, Lamb.
Hello, mate.
There we go. So we can ignore wounds. We're going to ignore any kind of point cost that may have been in the previous edition. We're going to ignore any point cost that other people have made up, and we're literally just going to slap down some models that we like the look of, and we're just going to go from there, roll some dice, have some fun. Yeah, just hopefully it'll be a good fun game, chill with some mates, and I'll be back with you guys once we've played through a couple of rounds, see where we're at, see how we're feeling. See you soon. So deployment's done for our side.
Yeah, he fell over.
We're doing ogres and orcs and goblins versus
He fell over, man. It's just Jake going crazy over
the dwarves and the high elves. Deployment's almost done. Like I said before, we literally just grab models, chuck them on the table, and having a laugh. We used the rulebook for deploying the terrain. Yeah, terrain. I almost forgot what terrain was called then.
Terrible, isn't it?
That's it. So just going to do a few more,
Put an annotation up saying sorry for the idiot.
a few rounds, and we'll be back. See you soon.
Not yet. We've got to do command ability.
What, my turn 2?
His command ability.
Here's command ability, yeah?
This is the battlefield so far.
Here's 24-inch thing, Bobby.
Please don't mention that.
The Mangler Squigs have been performing so well.
Mangler Squigs are broken.
Yeah, that Mangler Squig dropped Frostheart.
Yep.
This Mangler Squig killed 5. What was over there?
Illyrian Reavers.
5 Illyrian Reavers and
What did you
10
throw into?
Iron break.
and 10 Iron Breakers as well.
And he's taken one wound.
And he's taken 1 wound. He is
did
absolutely mental. Absolutely mental.
One of the Reavers, I think.
He ran all across the board with his 3d6, charged, and just destroyed everything. So far, my ogres haven't done much, but they are advancing. It's getting good. It's interesting. Definitely interesting. But there's going to be some huge combat this turn. Yeah, it's going to be turn 2. It's going to be absolutely mental. Turn 3, well, that's going to decide it, I
I'm
reckon.
going to cast Arcane Bolt on this unit
Right,
here.
we'll see you guys soon. So we're in the other turn 2 phase for the dwarves and high elves. Gary, who doesn't really play any tabletop games, has had some terrible dice
I
rolling.
wonder why I don't play them.
Those Thunderers had 11 shots at the Mangler Squig. They needed 4s. This is his dice roll.
At least I've got 1.
1 6.
You need 3+. Roll that.
Hey Gary,
Roll
No,
the 3
roll
plus
it.
on
I
that.
don't
Roll
want to talk to you, man.
You need 3+. No, roll it.
This is going to be
3
a 1.
plus 3 plus.
No, you got
Hey.
Oh yeah, that makes up
Save
for
the
it.
throw,
Definitely.
save the
Yeah,
throw.
any rend
minus
in.
1 rend.
Minus 1
so
red.
6 plus save.
Oh, if you had
it
made
takes a
that.
win.
Well played, Gary.
Worth
Well
it.
played. Worth.
Right, now.
So due to time, we've wrapped up our first proper game of Age of Sigmar. I'm quite liking it. It's fairly fast paced once you learn your rules, like the special abilities everyone can do. By turn 2/3, pretty much everything's in close combat, which I really like. I like the close combat phase. My magic phase, I didn't get a single one in 3 turns, but never mind. My giant did quite a bit. Giants are definitely good this time. They're much better than when they were in fantasy. So for me, I'm giving Age of Sigmar a thumbs up to begin with. Rush, what do you think of Age of Sigmar? Honestly, from your first. What do you think of Mangler Squigs?
Mangler Squigs are very, very strong now, and they're not as great. Their attacks are incredible. They do so much damage. If they're on high wounds, I managed to wipe out an entire unit just from its 1 round of combat. They are really strong. But that's the thing. That's what my thoughts on it are. That they've buffed up some monsters and units that were weaker, maybe to get them into play. But I don't know, with balancing issues, I think if you're going to build the game to, I mean, it's fun for a little while, but everyone's going to get a little bit competitive with it. So I think there needs to be some structure in what units cost what, because
So,
At the moment, if I'm bringing
so you really can't just bring whatever you fancy.
If I bought a
12 manglers.
if I bought a shed load of mangler squigs, I'm gonna,
It's probably not going to be a fun game.
It's not going to be a fun game for my opponent, but there's nothing really, apart from that little thing, I'm not sure how official it is that Games Workshop said.
Yeah.
But there's nothing stopping me from doing that. There's nothing stopping me from wrecking face. I mean, the first turn I got, it's 3d6 movement, so first turn I managed to get 15 movement on that mangler squig, and I managed to get it into combat
Turn
first
one.
turn one.
That's pretty huge.
And I managed to do a lot of damage.
You were surprised.
I was surprised,
Yeah, you were
I mean,
surprised.
they are really strong. There are a few units that didn't get into combat.
How surprised were you, Gary?
Very surprised.
Coming from someone who doesn't play tabletop war games often, or not at all, how did you find this? Minus your dice, because you had some terrible dice rolls.
It's more simple for a newbie. Like, I had a lot more fun in this than I did.
So it's definitely user friendly, like
It's
new gamer
casual
friendly.
Casual friendly,
Yeah.
I think. I think if I utilised more of the knowledge of the units, I think I would have had a more fun game, but I had fun anyway. So.
You had fun anyway? That's what I like to hear. Lamb, what did you think?
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, it's alright. You're a man of few words. A man of few words.
But yeah, no, Mangler Squigs.
Unfortunately, I was the one receiving end of the Mangler Squig getting into combat first turn into a unit of Illian Reavers and
That was brutal. That was
wrecking
brutal.
face.
Yeah.
So,
One of them,
13
yeah, one of them
models.
took out a Frostheart Phoenix with ease as well.
it's the thing is,
They're strong, very strong.
the problem is that obviously I can see what GW are doing. They're bringing it out. Just want people to play the game, do whatever you want to do, and things like that. And
Have fun.
have fun and everything. But the problem is with this game is it is always and will always be a competitive game. And even though we're all sitting here, we want to play fun, we want to win, and that's the way you play the game.
Yeah.
That's true.
Unfortunately, there isn't a way of balancing it at the moment. So eventually someone will probably make some house rules to do it, but the only thing that annoys me is the fact that you buy models and stuff like that, and you have to make up your own balancing rules
Yeah.
to be able to play the
They've
game.
given us half the
You know,
game.
this is a multi-million-pound company that have just given us this game that can't.
Age of
be played
Sigmar
properly.
is half a game. It's half a game, and the other half is decided by the player.
Do you think they might have rushed it out too soon?
I think so. I think it would have been really good. I think there was a lot of potential in it had they had fine-tuned rules, points, balance. It would be a great skirmish game as a side to 8th or whatever they're going to do.
Yeah.
If they bring out 9th, I don't know what they're doing with it yet. But I think that they've half done the game, and if they did do the rest of the game, there'd be a lot of potential
Yeah.
for a very decent skirmish-based game. But other than that, some units that you would never play but you love the look of the models are actually viable in this. Like River Trolls are absolutely amazing. You can use a Giant, they're awesome. Mangler Squigs, they were good before, but now they're just absolutely incredible.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
Ragnarok Spider, although he did get stuck up there, he's still... He didn't do anything.
That is pretty
he
cool.
got stuck, but I mean, look at it, he's a giant spider crawling up a wall. How cool is that? And
That
I
does
get to
look
use him, and he's decent. So,
Yeah. I think the only house rule we implemented was we did measure from the bases because it just made life a lot simpler.
Yeah, definitely.
And allocating wounds once a model's already taken wound from a previous turn was kind of
I
a bit of a misdemeanour.
Yeah,
The way
I think
we
the
played
we're
it.
doing it's like as normal is fine. I don't think any other way should be made.
Yeah. The way we played it was that if a model took a wound in the previous turn or previous phase and it took a wound in the next turn or phase, it just continued to take that wound. You didn't allocate it everywhere. You just put it back on that model and killed that model. But I'm giving it a thumbs up for now. I think it's really good. I think everyone should try it out before you judge it. Like, comment, share the video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.